Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Drinky Boys podcast, the classiest podcast on the internet.
I sure hope we've set a good example here within the first few seconds, because today we have some very fancy shit.
Yes.
We have Goose Island Beer Company APA for our
IPA.
Our IPA. I can't API.
It is an India Pale Ale.
As in Alexander Peed Isotopes.
No, it is an IPA.
Well, here for our Drinky Boys podcast, you might want this mouse. I don't know if I fucked anything up with that.
No.
We are going to be doing a policy here where every episode will have a nice craft beer.
Okay.
Because
Stop dropping your drink on the table because it's spiking the audio.
is it? Is this not good for audio?
No, it's not.
Does this not sound very good?
No, it does not.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm least sorry to Evan. So we're going to be having craft beers here every episode because Evan loves craft beers and I find them absolutely repulsive.
And we're going to see if we can find what Cody likes.
Evan's going to get to open his bottle here. He's going to make it sound nice and ooh. Oh, that's good. That totally didn't sound stupid at all.
No, that sounded nice.
All right, now for me to open mine so we may enjoy our beers. Our beers that I will certainly that one didn't have a nice crinkle to it.
All right, and then
and then we'll do a nice toast.
Think it
and that tastes like shit. Goose Island Beer Company, please sponsor us so that I may talk shit about your beer more often.
So this is like the fifth time we've recorded
this is at least the third or fifth time that we are trying to record this podcast. Every time we make it, it's usually fine. Just never goes up because life happens.
Yeah.
And here we are on a nice Blingerple Day evening.
Saturday.
It's a Saturday, I've been told.
Saturday. August
Don't say what day, it'll ruin the magic.
So
It'll ruin the magic.
Let's see what date this goes up.
This will probably go up mid-December, if I had to guess.
So Cody, how would you describe the taste and palatability?
Let me get another good sip.
Yeah, get another.
Let me aerate it a little bit.
You know.
I would say it tastes like if I ate a fistful of dirt and then washed it down with some tar. Is probably what I'd say it tastes like.
But you don't taste the subtle overtones of grapefruit.
I would wager that it tastes like chewing tobacco. But I've never had chewing tobacco, so I would like to apologize to companies that make chewing tobacco by comparing this beer to them. Thank you. I mean, I've had worse beers.
No, this one's pretty bad.
This is not the worst beer I've had. I don't hate it as much as the last one that we did.
Yeah, that.
I don't remember what the last one was, but I remember I hated it.
It was Guinness.
It was not okay. It wasn't the one before Guinness, because I actually didn't. I didn't despise Guinness. Guinness was all right, and sorry Guinness, we never uploaded that episode. But if you sponsor us, we will happily do Guinness again.
Quit rubbing your bottle on the table.
At Guinness, sponsor us, please.
But yeah, it's pretty fascinating, huh?
Yep, third time, still did not taste better. There's an aftertaste.
Of grapefruit.
No. You've ever been to like a lake and got like silt in your mouth? That's what the aftertaste tastes like.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why it's called Goose Island. It's actually flavored by materials they found just laying on the premise of the island, most notably being goose shit.
Yeah. Well, Drinky Boys will actually probably be happening more often.
We're trying to get this to be a series because we feel like it could be a lot of fun getting shit-faced and then talking to you, our lovely 3 people that will watch this.
Yeah. Hi, Nick. And maybe a few of you from the Discord if you
hey, cool. Zanu, if you're still with us.
God, that's a name. One of our original commenters on a video.
Our favorite subscriber. How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, pal?
Comment Ishkabulkerfishmberb. If you spell that exactly right, we will send you the rest of these Goose Islands IPAs. There are currently
3.
3 left. You can have all of them and enjoy the silty taste all to yourself.
That way we don't dump them down the sink.
Which is probably what will happen because Evan does not like this one either. Shocker.
So I wasn't paying attention when I went to because I went with your dad to the gas station.
Oh, you bought these at a gas station?
I did.
Wow. That is a real class act, buying beer at a gas station, being like, this is a craft beer.
Hey,
this is what we will enjoy on our nice, fancy Drinky Boys. You know what I've got?
They sell this at the convenience store.
I have Midori melon liqueur tonight that I will be trying because it doesn't taste like shit.
Where'd you buy it? Where'd you buy it?
I will not disclose information.
Did you buy it at Walmart?
Very prestigious
Did you buy
location.
it at Walmart?
It cost me $20.
He bought it at Walmart.
And it tastes good as fuck.
Can I try? Just fucking chug the rest.
You ever taste like it tastes like cough syrup, but in like a good way. Oh, he's getting the aeration. He's doing the, you've got to get the lip smacking. Do that closer to the mic so the audience can hear you. There we go.
Yeah, that's oh my god.
It's tequila, so he doesn't like it very much. Have we ever
told that story on the...
Oh, I'm sure we told it like 30 times.
No, I don't think we have.
No, we told it in a podcast.
Did we?
I'm positive we told that in a podcast before. It is made with Japanese melon, which is where that weirdness is coming from.
Melon.
Yeah, melon. We also have some oak leaf Merlot, which tastes like
ass.
Butthole, but it's booze. So bottoms up, ladies and germs.
Just to know, Cody will be the only one drinking the
I will be the only one drinking it because it tastes almost worse than the beer. And I spent $3 on it, so you'll be damned if I pour it down the drain. A whole $3, everyone.
A whole $3 fucking dollars.
A whole $3. We also have something that actually tastes good. I have cream soda mixed with vodka, and he has the absolute heathen drink that is Code Red mixed with vodka.
I call it the Bloody Larry.
He may call it whatever he wishes. I call it heathen.
It tastes really good.
Really? Yeah, I'll try some. I'll try some of your fucking heathen drink.
It's pretty damn good.
All right, your heathen drink is actually really good.
Yeah. So, eat that dick.
I will not eat that dick.
Eat that dick.
I will continue.
Eat that dick.
I have made it a deal with myself that I have to finish my craft beer every episode. By the end of the episode, if this bottle is not empty, I have to have some kind of weird challenge.
The first bottle I drank, I hated it so damn much. I chugged it. Just to get it over with.
Just to get it over with.
And it gave me a headache.
Really? Because it was so bad, or
because I drank this much beer so fucking quick.
Well, what proof is this?
It's 5.5%, 5.9%.
Okay, so that's like almost 12 proof. For a beer that's it's bubbling.
Yeah.
If that spills over, I'll kill you. It's not. I mean, for a beer, is this like a lager?
No,
that's not a lager.
It's an IPA.
It's an IPA. What is an IPA?
India Pale Ale.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's the way that they do with the hops. I used to know more because fun fact.
He is a connoisseur of beer. He actually likes this shit.
I do. I like beer. Not as much as I like the Claw though, bro. If it's not against the law if you're drinking the Claw. Cody,
you're the worst person I've ever talked to.
But dude, do you drink the Claw?
You are the worst person I've talked to today, actually.
That's a high point on the list.
Yes, because I was at work all day today.
Yeah.
I had fun. I ran an event, as it were, but
yes.
I'm not talking about that because
we don't talk about
work will be mad, especially if we're drinking alcohol. So
hey,
what
company we work for? We're drunk and doing a podcast. We're gonna talk shit about you.
I always talk shit about Evan and this.
Me. Oh my god, that was a beautiful audio wave.
In case you're just tuning in to this live podcast that is absolutely being recorded live, let me just rephrase. Goose Island Beer Company, your shit. Please sponsor us, and I'll stop talking about how shit you are.
Where are they from?
Still sucks. still sucks. It's never
Goose Island
better.
Beer Company, Chicago, Illinois, Baldwin, New York, and
It's
Fort
never
Collins,
better.
Colorado.
Wait, what does the I stand for?
Illinois.
Illinois.
Oh no, the I in IPA.
Yeah.
India.
Oh, India. I thought you were saying like Indiana. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean where they're from? They're from Indiana.
No, IPA is a type of beer.
Why?
It's a very light ale,
Okay.
and it tastes like trash.
Yeah, it does.
As I was saying,
What are we at? 10 minutes? 1/6 the way through this podcast. I'm not even 1/6 the way through this fucking bottle.
I'm like halfway.
And fuck you. It gets worse every time I drink it.
So I went to
Which was actually the problem with the Guinness too. The first drink of Guinness, I actually liked it. Mm-hmm. And then the second one, did not like it anymore.
Yeah. So I will tell you, if you pair this with chicken, I figured out yesterday.
I'm sorry, what?
If you pair it with
Everyone, take notes.
Goose
Island Beer Company's IPA should be paired with McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Not chicken nuggets.
I'm sorry, what chicken did you have?
Shredded chicken.
Shredded chicken from where? Did
Your
you
house.
Just make it?
Your dad made it.
Just like from chicken breast, or did he make it from like a can?
I don't know.
Because he gets like tubs of the stuff.
Anyway, he made it, and while drinking this, I was trying to get the flavor out of my mouth, but it intensified my taste buds.
Nothing gets the flavor of beer out of your mouth better than a nice cream chicken sandwich.
It wasn't cream chicken.
It was just shredded?
It was shredded barbecue chicken.
Ooh, that's actually not bad. So barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce
yes.
is what you should pair this with.
What it does is
beer
it enhances the flavor.
Beer does pair well with barbecue, I will say.
Yes, it pairs very well. But no.
You know what pairs better with barbecue? Tequila.
But anyway, so I went to this beer tasting event here at our local library because we have a cool library.
Yeah, because our library is like, hey kids, why don't you come on down here, have some fucking beer?
Yo, what's up, radical dudes?
A library would never talk like Evan. This is the classy podcast.
You're right.
This is the classy podcast.
This
for
is
classy
where we
people.
make annoying sounds by putting beer down on the table.
Watch while I chug this tequila.
I would fucking pay.
I will not chug, especially now with the cap still on it.
But
here, listen to this.
Was that not? No, not like something.
Was that
like
classy?
This. That sounds good. But anyway, so I go to this beer tasting.
Maybe this would be better if it was cold.
And I gotta remember to stay close to the mic.
Why? Because you're a little.
Because if I sit back here, it doesn't pick me up. But if I sit up here, it picks me up.
Because you're a little. Because you're a little bitch boy.
Anyway.
Because you're a little shitty fucking bitch boy.
So, I go to this thing, and it's a local brewing company, Two Bandits. I'll shout them out.
Are we gonna do their beer on the next Drinky Boys?
I will see if I can get a hold of some.
Is it hard to get?
I'd have to go out there to get it.
They don't do.
No,
they don't do shipping, or they don't do to normal.
They do, but
we can't go down the street to the convenience store.
No, they're still really small. But they have this one called the Killer Bee, and it's
Two Bandits sponsor us.
Please, actually,
if you're listening, I will talk shit about your beer, and Evan will talk about how amazing it is.
If you sponsored us and just gave us Black Shadow, I'd be very happy.
I talk shit out of love, except to you, Goose Island. Your beer fucking sucks.
But anyway, so I tried the Killer Bee, and he's like, it's an IPA.
Can I mix this with something? Is that
you can try?
Is this part of the arbitrary rule that I've made up that I have to drink it?
Yeah, you said it. Now it's
so can I mix it with cream soda and hope that it doesn't taste like ass?
It's gonna taste like dick.
Is it gonna taste like dick? Damn it! I just have to drink it as is then. Otherwise, I'm wasting cream soda too. Stop drinking this shit. I saw the face you made. You don't like it either.
I don't. I told you that. I flat out told you I don't like it.
I'm gonna say, whose fucking stupid idea was it to pair beer with grapefruit? This is grapefruit flavored beer.
Yeah, it's hoppy, grapefruity, and refreshing.
You know, the only beer I've ever had that was even okay is Blue Moon, and that's because I really like citrus. I could kind of taste the orange, and I was like, you know what? This is an absolute ass. So you know what, Blue Moon? Sponsor us, because you're the only beer that I don't 100% hate.
Yeah, and the idea to do the Drinky Boys podcast really settled with me. There's a guy, his name's Cole Watson. He does a podcast called Nugatory Conversations. I really enjoy it. Cole, if you're listening for some reason, hello.
Cole Watson, sponsor us.
I sponsor him.
Do you?
Yes, I
On his
Patreon.
Petrosmo.
Yeah, on his Patreon.
What if they just changed Patreon to Petrosmo?
I don't know.
What would you do?
I don't know. But yeah.
Okay, Gonzo.
That was more Kermit than
It was some A, some B.
That was more Kermit the Frog. Ha ha! I wanna die.
Fuck off, Kermit. Drink your shitty beer.
Hey, why don't you fuck off? We're not doing this bit.
This is not a bit that we want to do today.
We're not.
God, Evan, my leg is so sweaty. Feel my leg. No, not that one. The other one.
Why is the other one sweaty?
I don't know. Feel it. It's so sweaty.
Actually, not really.
It is.
Feel
My hands
forehead.
are. Your forehead is very sweaty. My hand is moist now. If I were to rub my fingers together next to the camera, it would sound like I'm jacking off. All right, that is the third burp of the podcast.
And look at how beautiful.
That is the third burp of the
That's the
podcast.
second.
You know what that means? Time for another toast.
We almost broke the bottles.
I would prefer it if we did. Because, God, this stuff is ass. Hey, now we're approaching we're at 16 minutes going on 17 here. I felt like it's another time to remind everyone how much Goose Island Beer Company's IPA sucks. Please sponsor us, Goose Island, and I will stop talking shit about your beer.
Please sponsor our podcast.
Please sponsor us so I stop talking about how shit you are.
The problem is most of these sponsors go off of how many views and how many listeners that they have.
I mean, we're going to have like 7. That's probably more than they have right now.
That's like 3 cents, dude.
That's not even 3 cents. It's like a 1 millionth of a cent per view at this point,
fuck.
I think.
Fuck!
And if anyone was curious, that means if you get 1 million views, you get 1 penny. Welcome to modern YouTube, everyone.
Welcome to YouTube.
Don't sing that. That's copyrighted.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And with YouTube system, they'll flag us. Even though we've been cussing, so they're going to flag us anyway.
They'll fucking...
Did you know that's a thing
They'll
now?
cut the audio. Yeah, they have bots that can listen for swearing.
For swear words, and that's so shitty.
Can we... All right, YouTube, here's a fucking genius idea for you. Just take, like, the movie rating system and just put that on your YouTube. Do it for countries or whatever you gotta fucking do. But be like, cool, this podcast is rated T or R or whatever. PG-13 or R or whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Because people advertise on R-rated movies on television
Yeah,
all the time.
because that... Like, I've seen fucking Coca-Cola ads for, like, Family Guy. And Family Guy is way worse than two dudes swearing while playing video games, you know?
I shit you not. I was watching the news on YouTube, like I was watching some of the recaps about the recent shootings.
Yeah.
And there was a Pepsi ad.
There was a Pepsi ad before, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, what the fuck? How come these giant news conglomerates are getting away with this? But then when a small creator tries to create something that's nowhere near that, like,
well,
who was it? Wasn't it Casey Neistat that made a video after the Parkland shooting and he got demonetized for it?
I do not know, because I do not follow YouTube news
I
as
genuinely
much as
think
you
it
do.
was. I think Casey Neistat, he made a video on the Parkland shooting and how horrible it was because it was a terrible
It's
tragedy.
fucked up.
Yeah, and YouTube demonetized the video when he was going to be donating all the proceeds to the victims.
That's why YouTube doesn't want to support the victims. You hear that, everyone? YouTube doesn't like orphans.
YouTube doesn't love you.
YouTube doesn't need you.
We've hit the 4th burp of the podcast.
That's the 4th burp, everyone. That means it's time for the party horns. Woo! We don't have party horns. That's the 5th one.
You have to take 2 drinks.
Oh, we need to get some shots. Fuck. It's worse every time I drink it. Every time.
I'm actually at the point where I'm like, my taste buds are so ruined.
Oh, we've hit the 19-minute mark, everybody. Goose Island still sucks. It's fucking terrible. The worst thing I've ever drank.
Please sponsor us, Goose
Please sponsor us. I need money.
No, you don't.
Fuck you. Just because I got a fucking promotion doesn't mean I'm fucking rich.
Oh, this alcohol is supplied by Cody Rohrbaugh and his fucking new paycheck.
You're actually goddamn right it is, so fuck off. Except for the IPA, I would never be caught dead buying this shit.
Yeah.
God, beer. How much did you spend on this? I've got to ask.
Don't ask.
How much did you spend on this?
Please don't ask.
How much did you spend on this beer?
$10.
You spent $10 on this shitty fucking beer. This is the nastiest, I have changed my mind. This beer has no redeeming qualities. It is the nastiest, most foul shit. Imagine drinking liquid wood.
I prefer the term repugnant.
Imagine drinking liquefied wood and then washing it down with cigar ashes. That is what this tastes like.
For me, that's what... No, this isn't the worst thing we've ever drank, though.
This is way worse than the scotch.
No, it is
This
not.
is so much worse.
Not.
I drank the scotch.
So
I fucking drank that shit. This shit, I'm tempted to just take whatever weird punishment you think of or whatever, however...
It's gonna be my finger up his asshole.
No, we're not doing that. I think the audience should decide what my weird punishment is. That's right. Leave whatever my weird punishment should be in the comments, and we'll do it at the beginning of the next Drinky Boys.
Oh, look, we don't have any comments because this video won't get any views.
That's right, everyone. That means no punishment for me.
Shit.
That was this. It was weak, but that was the 6th burp.
Besides dying people, what else has been happening in the news?
Nothing, am I right? We gotta stop drinking at the same time. It leaves awkward silences.
No, it makes us more
personable.
What?
You know what is in the news right now that I think nobody's talking about enough?
The guy that committed suicide?
No, the Cats movie.
Oh, yes. Now we're really copying every other podcast in America.
That's right. The Cats movie is coming out in theaters soon, directed by Steven Spielberg.
Not soon.
It's December. It's like within 4 months. That's when this podcast is going to come out, so it'll be soon when they're listening. So, don't look up when the Cats trailer is coming. The fucking cat. Don't look up the Cats trailer.
We got to do a frame-by-frame analysis.
Don't look up the Cats trailer. I'm already regretting bringing up the Cats.
All right.
How many views does it have? Why are you 22 seconds in? How many times have you seen this?
At least 5.
Why? It has 10 million views. As of this podcast...
Look at the like to dislike ratio.
As of this podcast being recorded, it has... I can't read it because Evan just added this to his liked videos. It has 10,526,860 views. With 10,000 likes...
106,000
likes. I can't read, I'm dyslexic.
And 292,000 dislikes.
Evan, share this on our Twitter. Share the video. Share the link to Twitter. I'm starting to get slightly buzzed here. Where are you at? For everyone who's wondering about Drinky Boys, we pregame a little bit, but this time we only did like 5 minutes of pregame, and Evan had like a sip before he decided we're gonna start, whereas I had a glass. So I am slightly above it. And when I say glass, I'm talking like...
I gotta tell you this, Cody.
What?
When you watch this without sound, I swear to God it's a Jordan Peele horror movie.
Really?
I swear to God.
Without sound. Okay, let's play it. Without sound, I will give you my analysis of what I'm seeing.
Like,
okay, that is scary. It's the part where she turns and she's looking at the... Who was that? Who was the actress?
She's new.
She's new. She's not well known. She's the white cat that's like featured at the beginning. She holds hands with some dude. She has no tits. She has no tits. There's one chance. There's a milk bar. There's a fat cat. I'm looking at okay. This is getting worse. This is getting much worse. Why are they so small?
So a lot of people are saying this is really bad CGI. I think it's great CGI.
I will agree. I was actually thinking about that when I was driving home tonight because I was thinking about how we're planning on doing a Drinky Boys Goes to the Movie, kind of a spin-off of this. And one of the first ones we want to do is we want to do the Cats movie. We want to go see the Cats movie. We're going to try and do a Drinky Boys analysis of the Cats movie. And I was thinking of the trailer, which I've only seen once. I haven't seen as nearly as many times as Evan here.
I love this trailer.
The CGI is actually very well done. It's very well mocapped. Everything looks... I feel like...
And it has a star-studded cast. Ian McKellen, fucking...
Taylor Swift here, Rebel Wilson. I mean, I like Rebel Wilson in... She does good in Pitch Perfect.
I do like Pitch Perfect, Francesca.
And only the first one. I have not seen the other two. I never plan to.
But yeah, it looks like a fucking horror movie without...
You're absolutely right. It looks horrifying. I feel like the CGI looks exactly like what they wanted it to look like.
I think in the end, it's gonna be something that's really... Cats the musical is beautiful. Like, I've seen the actual musical. and it's really nice. It's a beautiful musical. It's fucking weird, and it's fucking out there, because Andrew Lloyd Webber is a madman.
Here's what I will say.
The music, the only good song I love is the song that they feature in the trailer is called Memory.
I think all of the songs from the musical are actually very good, and from this trailer, I mean, it sounds amazing. Like, it's very good. If you listen to the trailer and don't watch it,
That's 'cause Jennifer Hudson is
the opposite of what we're doing right now. If you listen to it without watching it, excuse me, you'll be like, this is the fucking best thing that I've ever heard. And then you look at your screen, you're like, oh my god.
Like, Jesus Christ.
I will say this is
Jesus Christ, that's scary.
The Cats trailer probably looks exactly like what they wanted it to look like. The problem I have is
why are they so small?
Yes, exactly. They have human proportions and they're tiny, and I don't like it.
So going back to the Nugatory Conversations, the podcast Cole does, they made the same point, and I'm like, that is completely fair.
Yeah, no, that's what the first time I watched the trailer, you can ask Evan, that's what I was screaming the whole time. I was like, why are they human proportioned, and why are they so small?
Because, okay, one of the great things about Cats is the costumes are so well done and amazing. They could have just done that. They didn't have to do these CGI cat suits. They could have just done the Cats costumes and done like what Shrek the Musical does. Like, it's just a recording.
I have never seen Shrek the Musical
yes,
in its entirety. At least I was not paying attention, or I was as shit-faced as I could have been. Because I do not remember any of it.
Yeah, but it's just a Broadway recording. And they could have done something like that. They could have added a little more budget, something like that. And it could have been just Cats, the musical, but recorded.
See, I feel like it'd be better if they just let a bunch of cats go wild on screen.
And
there was just music in the background.
That's hilarious because Cole and I think Travis, I think his name is, they were talking about this on their podcast. They're like, it would be more entertaining for an hour-long video of just cats playing.
See, I would watch that. I would go to theaters. I would pay good money to watch that.
We have watched that before.
That's true.
Once during a podcast.
Usually when we record our podcast, we just have something playing on the TV that's always behind me. Usually it's like random nonsense, like I'll put up like an aquarium or...
But Cody lost the remote.
I will admit I did in fact lose the remote, but that's not stopping me from putting on something on the TV right now. What do you want to watch? What do you want to watch on loop on the TV? I'll turn it on right now. I will.
Got sweat under my titties.
Yes, you do. It's billowing and it's glistening in the light of the lamp. That was good quality sound. What should we? This is your phone. Where's my phone?
Here, I'll pull some.
No, okay. What are you gonna pull up? Make sure it has no sound. I'm gonna mute the audio so that it doesn't capture on the camera here. We've turned on the TV. I don't know what Evan's gonna pull up. I'm gonna turn around when he tells me to, and I will see what horrifying abomination he wants me to look at.
Well, it's not letting me join the TV.
Ah, perfect. So I don't have to deal with it.
Nope.
What are we at? We're at 28 minutes. I'd like to remind everyone how shitty Goose Island Beer Company's IPA is.
Cody, chug it.
I will never, ever chug this shit.
Chug.
If you cut out my tongue and took a lighter to my taste buds so that there was zero chance. Take a lighter to my taint if you have to. Remove any ability for me to physically taste this repulsive beer, and then, only then, will I chug it.
I wish we had video for our podcast, because I would have just loved to capture Cody's face.
When the first time I took a sip, or
yeah,
the last time I took a sip? Because I guarantee you, my face has been getting worse every time. Because it's every time I take a sip, it gets worse. We're halfway through this podcast. I'm maybe a quarter of the way through this beer.
Yeah, I'd say that's about
maybe a third.
Maybe
a third.
Yeah, I'd say a third.
So I gotta pick up the pace, or else we're gonna have to make this a long fucking podcast.
Excuse me.
What is that? The 8th burp?
That's the 6th.
6th? I'm pretty sure that's the 8th.
No, it's the 6th.
I may have lost count somewhere along the way, but can I turn the TV off now? Do we not need it anymore?
Yeah. Probably.
Now that we're not pulling up an aquarium on it. You know what I should pull up on the TV? I should pull up fucking like that lo-fi beats stream that's like rolling 24/7. Lo-fi beats to chill/relax to.
Yeah, but some of that might be copyrighted.
No, we won't listen to it. It'll just be there in the background, quiet, and we'll just have to watch the looping animation that only is like 5 seconds of loop. What is that trailer for? Is that
It's
Is that a Geico commercial?
It's a Geico ad.
It's the Geico ad with the time machine. There's like some Victorian era people, some spider drones that are scanning people. There was a samurai. It's weird. What are you looking at? Don't. He's pulling up his favorite video. He's watched it at least 40 times. There's 31,000 views on this video. Evan is 10,000 of these views. It's a video called Cat Jumps Through Glass Window. You've all seen it. You've all seen the Vine.
Yeah.
You've all seen it. But, hilarious cat fails, April 2017.
Yeah, we'll have this playing in the background.
This will just play in the background. I will not be paying attention to. And it's this. It's the man with the cat mask. Evan, is this what our podcast has devolved to? We just watch funny videos and comment on them when nobody can watch. They just have to take our word for what we're watching.
What else do you think Drinky Boys go to the movies is?
Oh my, that's true. That's exactly what Drinky Boys goes to the movie is.
We're gonna watch shitty movies.
We're gonna watch shitty movies, shit-faced, and then immediately after, we're gonna review them here for you.
We're gonna
lovely
have to have, everything set up and then rush it because
we'll have to take notes. I feel like
just have notes written down all right,
Evan,
here's what I have to say.
Evan, you know what'd be cool as fuck?
What?
To just have a wall made of lava lamp.
That would be fucking
Would
sick.
that not be the coolest
That'd
shit?
be sick.
That would probably be hot as fuck and make your whole house increase by 80 degrees, but it'd be cool as fuck.
Not to mention your electricity.
Oh yeah, your electricity bill would be fuck. Well, I mean, it doesn't take a lot of electricity to keep lava lamps running because it's just like a heating coil.
No, it's a light bulb.
There's a light bulb and a heating coil.
No, it's just a light bulb.
Evan, remember when I drank a lava lamp? There was a heating coil at the bottom.
No, there was a light bulb.
There was a heating coil. To anyone who's ever fucking taken apart a lava lamp, they will point out, excuse me,
not a heating
there
coil.
is a light bulb and there is also a heating coil.
No, that's just a coil
that makes heat.
No, it's what the wax sticks to.
All right, Goose Island, I'm taking another sip. It never gets better. It only gets worse.
It's only down from here, boys.
It's only down from here, boys. It only gets worse. That's Evan's memoirs.
That's the name of my.
That's the name of his autobiography.
It only gets.
It only gets worse. In stores now. Pre-order your copy online. I know I just said it's out now. I lied. Pre-order your copy at the Profane Entertainment website.
That's a lovely
www.penisenlargementpills.com. Type that in your web browser and show your parents.
There was only one thing about us being used to being called Profane Gaming.
What?
Our anagram, our initials spelled PG.
That's how you get past the algorithm, everyone. Just make your initials stand for parental guidance. Alright, I have to have something that doesn't taste like absolute shit. I say that as I finished my tequila cream soda mixture.
You mean your vodka cream soda?
Yes.
What'd I hit?
You hit the floor, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I did. It had a nice high arc, but not enough distance.
Dude, you know what day it is?
Saturday?
No, it's Sunday. In 48 minutes.
I was gonna say, there's a little bit of time before it's Sunday.
You know what that means? It's time to praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, thank you for whatever it is you've done today. Thank you.
Technically on Sunday
I was hoping you would keep it quiet for just a really long time, just to leave a big awkward silence there.
Well, technically on Sunday you worship God because the seventh day was his day of rest.
Why the fuck do you worship him on the day he took off? Nobody thanks me when I'm not at work. Fuck you, God.
I'm not gonna say that.
Censor that.
Nope.
We can't put that in the podcast.
Nope, that's in there now.
We can't put that in.
Nope, that's there now.
Goose Island will never sponsor us now.
Nope, you fucked everything up. All of our sponsors are gone.
Not even Rikoloff, the actually not bad and fairly smooth vodka that I got for $4 like 3 months ago. It wasn't that long ago. I don't think. Did you just spittle up a little bit?
I almost did.
Did you just spittle? Did you just puke? Did you just puke in your mouth a little bit?
A little bit.
Ew. Is it because of the beer?
Yeah.
It's absolutely because of the beer. We're approaching the 35-minute mark. I'd like everyone to remember Goose Island Beer Company's IPA sucks asshole. It is the worst beverage I've ever had the mispleasure of tasting.
These statements do not reflect Profane Entertainment.
They
LLC
absolutely
in any way.
do. Profane Entertainment agrees. This is the shittiest beer in the world. The only beer I've had that's even close to this shitty is fucking Yingling.
I can tell I've had a lot to drink.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is 3 plus 5?
3 plus 5.
That's
is 8.
correct. It is actually burp. Because that is our 7th burp of the night. You know what that means?
Birthday.
That is not what it is.
Me.
That is not what this is. I hope that this podcast has been progressively getting better. I know we haven't talked about anything. For more, stop
No,
trying
come
to.
here, come here.
Don't.
Stop. No, come here.
Don't.
You
What?
fucking
Is there
idiot.
something on my face? Did you just
in your hair?
pull out some of my hair? Evan has collected some of my hair. He's gonna clone me.
And then I'm gonna rape the clone.
I would prefer. All right. Here's
Okay, we're getting into this.
Here's a discussion
All right,
for everyone.
Let's fucking play this game.
We're gonna play this game. So anybody who watches Oni Plays is well aware of the hypothetical they have presented of if you had a little tiny clone of Hitler, would you torture it? Everyone seems to have come to the conclusion that it's not the same person. So I bring this hypothetical up to Evan. What if you had a daughter, and I cloned your daughter, and I fucked the clone?
I cut your dick off.
Exactly. Therefore,
But the
you
po-
consider that the clone
No,
is the equivalent of your daughter.
No, I don't. I think it's because you had some premeditated thought that you wanted to back off from the mic. You're actually capping it. That you want to fuck my daughter. So you clone her
No.
to fuck her.
That's the exact point you're the
making.
clone of your daughter is not, according to your language,
But you
is
like-
not a clone. Is not your daughter. It's a clone. Therefore, a completely separate entity.
But that's not the point of why I would be
Oh,
angry. Yes. The point is, you find my daughter attractive enough to make an identical
No, I
clone
don't.
of her and fuck
No.
her. Then why else
I
would you
find-
fucking do it?
I find the clone attractive, which is,
But
according to your terminology, a completely different and separate entity.
In that case, why the fuck would God fuck us?
I don't know. Why does he fuck us, Evan? Is it because he made in the fucking Goose Island Beer Company's IPA
No, it's
and
'cause
it
he-
sucks ass?
No, it's because he made Kate Upton.
I have 23 minutes left to finish this, and it's not happening. It has been 37 minutes, and I am not halfway through. It still sucks. It's still garbage.
Bet I could fucking finish it.
Do it. If you do it, then I don't have to do whatever stupid challenge you come up with. He's doing it. He's drinking. He's drinking. How did it taste?
Try not to barf.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. I have never, and I can't say probably will never, I likely will never barf from drinking alcohol because of alcohol poisoning. But with how fucking nasty do not barf in that cup. If you barf on this podcast, you're barfing right on the mic. That's the only way. That's the
It's $150 mic.
That's the only way this is happening, is if you barf straight on the mic. And then you will clean it up, because I cleaned up your barf last time.
Pussy.
Also, that is the story. I'm sure you haven't heard it, because you haven't listened to our old shit. I don't recommend it. We did not have a good mic the last time we made anything. Is this the first video that will go up of our new mic?
Yeah.
Because all the other videos we've recorded with it have not made it. They've just been, for one reason or another, have never gone up. But yes, we have a Blue Yeti microphone. The lowest end decent microphone you can get.
No, that would be the Snowball.
Would it be the Snow? It's still by Blue Yeti.
It's by Yeti. This is a Blue Yeti. That's a Snowball Yeti.
Potato. I'm having some Ricola vodka.
Cody.
Yeah?
Well,
Yeah, is that what you're going to go with here today?
Yeah.
That's the 9th burp. You know what that means. It's time to get naked. Which I'm considering, because it's fucking hot in here.
Yeah,
It is.
I say we make this podcast 45 minutes.
I
instead of an
say
hour.
we make it an hour, or else you're a bitch.
It's hot as fuck.
Evan, if you aren't willing to get a little toasty in the name of good quality entertainment, then I will not consider you my drinking buddy.
But it's not a good quality toasty because we're not.
This is
toasted.
This is the best podcast you've ever made, without a doubt. I'm willing to put 35 cents on that.
I'd say you're drunk.
I would say that you are partially correct. I have had some alcoholic beverage. Evan, I will not let this podcast go through without us talking about a sensible subject for at least a small amount of time.
We talked about the Cats trailer.
That is not a good topic. Everyone has talked about that already. I thought you wanted more fucking Code Red, you heathen.
I don't want to drink all your Code Red.
I forgot it for $2.50 because Walmart is having an amazing deal. Walmart, sponsor us.
They will not.
Do you think Walmart's ever sponsored anyone?
Yes. Like big events like NASCAR.
I mean,
and,
okay, that's fair.
but
where do
small
you
podcasts,
think-
I would say no.
Where do you think the concept of like sponsoring comes from? What do you think was like the first thing to have Don't look it up.
Look it up.
Don't look it up. I want you to guess what you think the first thing that had sponsors was.
I'm gonna say plays.
I'm gonna say the original Greek Olympics. I think that's where sponsors started.
Or it's in the sponsorship. Huh.
What?
Interesting.
We have an intriguing fact, everyone.
It
A
started-
factual
It
factoid.
started with the Greeks.
In?
The sponsorship dates back to 5th century BC in ancient Greeks. Initially, sponsorship took form in tax paid by the rich citizens to finance major competitions.
Like the Olympics?
Yeah.
I was fucking right.
It's
Somebody
not-
owes me a blowjob.
Not just the Olympics. Public
All right,
festivities.
everyone in the comments, comment a number between 1 and 100. Whoever guesses the lucky number will get flown here to where we record the podcast live in order to give me a blowjob.
Dryer went off.
Yes, it did.
Allah.
Stop saying Allah. That's racist.
How?
Because you're talking shit about other religions.
No, I'm not.
What is there a term
I'm not.
for
At
being?
least I didn't say F God.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Is there because there's like racism for hatred towards races, and there's like sexism against other genders. What is the word for hating on other people's religions? Don't look it up. I want you to tell me.
Probably like
I want you to tell me what it
paganism.
is. That's a religion, you stupid. What if we just did an entire podcast talking like hill accents, like valley accents, or whatever the fuck they are? Evan?
oh my God.
Wait!
Uh,
What?
it's just called religious discrimination.
It's just called. That's lazy. I feel like
religionism.
religionism. I would like to make a contest. Whoever can come up with the word for what that means will get one of the 3 beers that we promised Zanu at the beginning of this podcast. Sorry, Zanu, you're only getting 2 now. The winner of this contest will get the other.
What if
Goose
Zana's
Island.
underage?
Goose Island Beer Company. It's fine. It's fine. He's probably from Canada. Goose Island Beer Company IPA. You will get one of the official Goose Island Beer Company IPAs that we considered consuming here live on this podcast. You could win that beer if you come up with the award-winning phrase for being against another religion. Not like any specific religion, just in general. Don't eat the cork. He just launched a cork at my TV. Did it actually hit my TV?
No, it hit the. I was aiming for your head, but
Okay.
it hit the entertainment stand.
Did it hit my TV?
No.
I will puke in your open mouth.
You know the problem about doing a podcast where we're drinking?
What?
I have to pee really bad, but I have to
Go
sit
pee.
here.
Go pee. I will
You'll
keep,
entertain
I
them?
will keep the audience entertained.
All right.
I will say words while you go pee. I will make sure to not shut up for the entire time. There will never be a single moment of silence. And when you're editing this, you will verify that there was not a single moment of silence. Like not even one. while you're in there peeing, there will not be a single moment of silence. All right, everyone, he's in the bathroom. He can't hear me anymore, so we're going to talk shit about him. So the other day, I caught Evan just, like, peeing just all over the floor. Like, he does this all the time. He just does stupid shit like this all the time. He was just pissing right on the floor for no reason. Just no reason at all. He was just bored, pissed on my floor. And I walk in, and I'm a sensible human being, right? Like, I acknowledge that it's his human right to piss pretty much wherever he wants. I just really, for obvious reasons, did not. Hey, Evan is back. He's back, guys.
Yeah, I'm back.
How are you doing, Evan?
Talking about when I pissed on your floor?
God damn it, he heard me. How was your piss?
It was a good piss.
Was it a good piss? It was a quick piss.
It was.
That was one of the fastest pisses.
Well, I had a pee.
What color was it?
Like clear?
Was it really?
I don't drink a lot of soda.
Well, you're drinking cream soda now.
I am.
By the way, everyone, Great Value Cream Soda, made by Walmart, sponsor us, is what we're having to accent our vodka here tonight. Because it tastes pretty good.
Yes. It's almost a little rich.
It is, and I don't mind that. I like a nice rich taste.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah, it makes me sick.
For the next 14 minutes of this podcast, I think we should talk about rich flavor.
That's actually why I don't like chocolate.
Really? Because it's too rich?
It's too rich.
I
like dark chocolate.
I feel like dark chocolate is more rich.
I would argue against it.
When
it's
you
bitter.
think of something as being rich, what do you think of
being
as?
rich? I think of when I bite into it, it fills my mouth and really makes me taste it. Like velvet.
Like it has like strong flavor.
Yeah. Like not like that. That's not rich.
He pointed to the Goose Island Beer Company's IPA, which at this nice 46 going on 47-minute mark here, I'd like to remind everyone, is absolute trash. The worst beer I've ever consumed.
I would agree.
It kind of tastes like a goose actually started pecking your eyes out and shoved its corkscrewy penis into your mouth. I'm thinking of a duck. I assume geese also have corkscrew penises.
We'll have to look that up later.
This is the thing you're deciding you don't want to look up during the podcast. You've looked up 3 other things. There he goes. He's got his phone. Just like he always does when we record anything. He's got his phone, looking at his Tumblr account, watching his weird fetish porn. That's right, Evan's a furry. Can confirm he's a furry. Is there a bird version of furries? Because there's reptile versions of furries, which are scalies. And then, of course, there's the mammalian, which are furries. Is there a birdie? A feathery?
Yes, they are pronounced as featheries. But no,
geese do not have corkscrew penises?
They have weird penises.
Show me a picture. You remember that time I sent you a picture of a dolphin vagina? And it looks like a human vagina. Everyone who's watching this, Google an image of a dolphin vagina. It's safe for work. It's not. That looks disgusting. What is that? It's not corkscrewed. It's
just long.
Show me the picture again. I'm gonna describe it to everyone. So, like, if you've ever seen a picture of a duck penis, you know they're like corkscrewed.
Kind of looks like mine.
Yeah, they look exactly like Evan's penis. Actually, they're corkscrewed and like really thin, and they have like barbs on it. A goose penis looks actually a lot like a duck penis. It's
longer.
Not. It's a lot longer, and it's not corkscrewed, and also doesn't have barbs on it. That's the 11th burp?
Yeah.
We're gonna keep track of all of our burps on these podcasts until the rest of time.
How do jellyfish reproduce?
Jellyfish, I used to know this. I actually did. I want to say they reproduce asexually. I really do.
Like budding?
No, not by budding. Like they, almost like how a
cell.
almost like a cell. I think they do like mitosis, but that's gonna be something you want to look up because I don't know offhand.
Welcome to the Evan Looks Up Shit podcast.
Most sea creatures actually normally reproduce by laying eggs, but jellyfish don't really have the capacity to actually reproduce by laying eggs because they actually have no organs. Jellyfish are 90% water. The rest is all like very loose, like almost skin. It's not quite skin.
Okay, jellyfish reproduction involves several different stages. In the adult and medusa stage of a jellyfish, they can reproduce sexually by releasing sperm and eggs into the water, forming a planula. During this stage, which can last for several months or years, asexual reproduction does occur. They can do both.
So yeah, I felt like I was right when I said they could reproduce asexually, but
You were half right.
I was half right because they can do both. There's actually an organism a lot like jellyfish referred to as a hydra. Not like the hydra that you cut its head off and it grows two heads, but it's like it's like fungi in that weird state between where they're not quite animals and they're not quite plants. But they actually reproduce by budding or mitosis. They can actually split themselves into two organisms, or they can just grow more things on top of them. But hydras are fucking cool because they're biologically immortal. The immortal jellyfish is a lot like a hydra in that what they do is they actually revert their own age. They cycle from infant stage to intermediate stage up to adult stage, and then they just go back to infant stage.
Huh.
What they do is they split in two, and then both halves are infants. So it clones itself, and then it has a baby, and it becomes a baby at the same time.
Then it becomes a philosophical question of the boat.
The boat?
Yeah, if you keep replacing
right,
pieces of the boat,
it's
is it
still the
boat?
same. Genetically speaking, they are duplicate organisms.
But
they do look different because the one that split would retain any scar tissues it has, but hydras aren't really capable of regenerating scar tissue.
But that's also the question of if teleportation were a thing, then how would is it you? Because it would basically disassemble you and put you back together.
That's the Star Trek beam me up theory.
Beam me up, Scotty.
When you've been beamed up, are you still you? Because the idea is you've been atomized
and put back together,
and
but
you've been put back together
atomization
with
would
atoms.
kill you technically. So
here's what I think. I think if you still have your memory, you are still you, no matter what you're made of.
But then that brings in the question of consciousness. Is it you, or is it a conscience that thinks it's you?
I still think that's you. I think if you cloned yourself and your conscious still retains all of its memories, there's just two of you now.
Well,
which is why I'm on that side of the clone debate, in that I think a clone is either you or it's a duplicate of you. No matter what, it's still you.
I think that is a good question to leave our audience with.
I do not, because we have 8 minutes left.
I would say it does, because I'm about to pass out from heat stroke.
Okay, that's fine. Everyone,
so,
don't
put your
forget,
answers in the comment below.
Don't forget, put your answers in the comments what you think would be a good phrase to refer to as religious discrimination. Also, what was the other thing we said?
About teleportation?
No, there was another thing way earlier in the podcast we asked them to do that, whatever it was, do that. You can listen back. We can at the moment. And always remember, Goose Island Beer Company's IPA is the shittiest beer. I guarantee you the next podcast I will claim whatever beer we have is worse and is also the shittiest. But remember, forever and always, Goose Island Beer Company's IPA is the shittiest beer I've ever had. Thank you, and good night.